All right, we are back for the final of the medium heavyweight division between Ribamar and Gabriel Almeida. Very excited to see this fight. Both competitors very experienced, very technical. And Ribamar, as expected, pulling guard right away. Immediately going inverted. And he's going to get the 2 for the sweep. Nope, Gabriel's not giving him anything. Now the back. Let's see if Ribamar can get him off balance before he goes to the back, or if he's going to go to the back right away. He's got to control that upper body if he wants to get to the back. He's got to connect his hands. And you can see that Gabriel's preventing exactly that, not letting Ribamar connect his hands, because that would give him really good control and potentially the 4 points.
So something interesting to note is that Almeida is an ADCC veteran, but Ribamar, he took bronze here last year. So it'll be Almeida's first time taking any kind of medal at the World No-Gi Championships. But either way, Ribamar is going to improve his record. So far, 1 bronze medal in his collection, and today, well, we'll wait and see. But he's going home with either gold or silver. 2 advantages in favor of Ribamar. Ribamar, of course, with the green ankle band on.
Black and orange rash guard. And I think they're evenly matched technically. I think Ribamar is probably more of a bottom player in general terms. I'm surprised because he has the 2 advantages. He hasn't pulled guard yet. Probably working on his stand-up as well, like everyone else.
Almeida is he's a finisher, though. I gotta say, you gotta be careful with Almeida. He's got a really mean anaconda choke, and we saw that. He tapped out. Oh, nice arm drag onto the neck. Doing his best to wrestle is Gabriel Almeida. But we saw him tap out Jake Watson yesterday with a very tight anaconda choke. He almost tapped out Rafael Paganini earlier also with the same move. So Ribamar's definitely going to have to protect his neck.
Yeah, Ribamar needs to change levels a little bit. He'll stand a little too tall there. Yeah.
A good shot attempt from from Almeida. I got to say, I've never really seen Ribamar wrestle too much, so it's hard to say whether he really has any wrestling attacks of his own or whether he's going to try and counter wrestle.
Well, you see his legs are very stiff. They're very straight, and normally guard players, like, they don't have the glute muscles well developed that wrestlers do, right? Being in that squatting deadlift position. Well, a wrestler can sit there for like, an hour and not be tired. Like, jiu-jitsu guys tend to have stiff legs and their butt really high. And the problem with that is your posture is so tall, it allows for, level change. Guy gets underneath your arms, takes you down. What Almeida's got to be doing is feinting more. That's what I feel like he's not doing. There's not enough feints on that last shot, at least. And if he did that, I think he'd be able to get underneath Ribamar.
Yeah, hand fighting, angles, feints, and misdirection, key to scoring those wrestling entries. Right now, lots of forward motion from him. He's really just walking Ribamar down across the mat. There's a good shot right on the boundary, though. To be honest, Robert, a mat this big, I think it's wasted energy to try and shoot a takedown right on the edge.
The thing is, the guys a lot of times when they're training, they don't develop that mat awareness that they should. Even in the gym, you should start developing that. That's a skill. You need to practice it. People always tell themselves, the biggest lie I ever told in jiu-jitsu, I'll be different when I compete. And it's not true. You're gonna do it in competition what you do in the gym every day because you're on autopilot. And there's that lack of awareness that we discussed earlier of competitors just going out of bounds, unaware of where they're actually taking a shot. Even at the high level, you see this, which is, but it's something people need to practice inside their gyms. I would like to see more feints from both these competitors. A little more activity. There seems to be like nothing, and then all of a sudden a takedown attempt out of nowhere. It's difficult to create something out of nothing, right? Normally it's the feint or the transition that's going to create the takedown. You are.
Interesting that Ribamar decides to come back up. You would think that Ribamar will be more comfortable in working from bottom. He's got a great closed guard, actually. He even tapped out... very interesting. But he even tapped out Claudio Calzans earlier this year with the closed guard armbar, the pans. And of course, that was in the gi, but still.
Well, I'm actually surprised that he didn't pull guard as well. Tactically, that would make perfect sense given his game. He must be really confident in his stand-up, you know? All right, looks like they gave, one of the judges at least gave Gabriel a negative, but not the other two for that guard pull. And now Gabriel's trying to get underneath him at single X. Let's see how well Ribamar can keep his balance here. Very well, apparently. Ribamar up by 2 advantages with just over 4 minutes here left in this fight. The final of the medium-heavy division. I'll be avoiding hand fighting if I were Ribamar. I'll be fighting more for his legs, trying to put Gabriel flat on his back. I think that's where we're going to create the best opportunities. You end up hand fighting your opponent, you end up giving him what he wants, right? Next thing you know, they're pulling themselves in by controlling your hands. Even if you're controlling theirs, they can still pull themselves in.
Right.
So the best thing to do is to fight, change levels and fight for the ankles.
Now there's a coming up on a single, but Ribamar easily slips out. And Almeida is constantly going forward, but you see Leo Vieira, the Checkmat team co-founder and head coach, advising Almeida from the sidelines. But once again, Robert, that shot right on the edge of bounds. You have to think there's wasted energy. Oh, penalty against Ribamar. Constantly moving out of the area. Basically, he's just been going backwards, so...
Unless Gabriel's strategy is to do exactly that, get Ribamar penalized. I'm not sure that's what he's doing, but that could be it.
I definitely think he'd prefer to take him down if he could. Just keeps running out of space. Around 3.5 minutes remaining while they just settle on the position for the restart, and then we go.
And Gabriel very aggressive about that pass. The always flexible Ribamar giving him no space. Yeah, well, Gabriel needs to really be more aggressive here. He's up against a very tough opponent. Yeah, Ribamar right into 50. That's exactly where he wants to be. Let's come up, scores a 2.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 for Ribamar. Got Almeida on his back finally.
Now the question is, can Gabriel sweep into the back or straight into a submission, because that's what he needs. Just putting Ribamar on his back is not enough at this point.
Yeah, down on advantages. That's he's going to have to really get busy to do something here. Maybe wrestle up, try and get the back in the process, but...
Yeah, Gabriel a little too passive here for someone who's behind. He's got under 2 minutes to do something. Ribamar, not in a hurry. He can play conservative, let his opponent make all the mistakes. You can see him creating an opening and going for the pass, though. Yeah, there we go.
1.5 minutes remaining here in the medium heavyweight final. Gabriel Almeida still on bottom, trying to work his guard. Ribamar now. A little bit of, oh, there's a nice straight arm lock attempt. Wow, he threw that up fast, and that had Ribamar bailing on that position.
Yeah, he barely limped that arm out.
Yeah, advantage to Gabriel Almeida. We'll see that on the scoreboard any second now.
Yeah, well, Ribamar needs to pull guard. I'll be worried about standing up with Gabriel now. Gabriel needs to shut up his shots better. He's not doing a good job at setting them up. More feints, you know, playing combinations. He needs 2 points in advantage at least.
Yeah, and if Ribamar gets penalized from constantly moving backwards, then he's gonna be down 2, but he'll still be up 1 advantage. So it's a tough one.
Gabriel to the very end.
And on a shot is Almeida driving Ribamar, but now you see Almeida's getting frustrated.
He might get penalized any second now. Well, like this is, he's walking back. He's not even hiding it at this point. There we go. That's a big enigma of this fight is why doesn't Ribamar do that right away every time?
Right.
I'm not confused like why he stands up so much.
"15 seconds remaining. Almeida forward pressure, trying to pass. Stacks Ribamar. If he can turn him, he'll be worth an advantage, but it's not enough at this point. Ribamar is going to be the champion. 2-0 win for Manuel Ribamar. And he could not be happier. Bronze medal here 1 year ago. And now the 2019 IBJJF World No-Gi Champion in the medium heavyweight division.